Welcome back to another session of Revised You, the learning platform, where you can access a lot of learning materials through online as well as offline. So, we are very familiar with the basis of classification now, and we have been discussing a lot of criteria in which animals are classified. So, today we are going to discuss a new point, and I hope you remember all the points that discussed in the previous sessions. If you missed those sessions, you can watch it in the playlist. So, we were discussing about coelom and the types of coelom, and finally we were discussing about the classification based on the origin of coelom. So, today we are going to discuss on the basis of notochord how animals are classified. Okay, so are you familiar with this term? What is notochord? Do you have an answer? Do you have a definition? Or do you have any idea what is notochord? No? Let's see. We will look what is a notochord. So first we have to check the origin. Okay, so mesodermal origin is, so notochord is mesodermally derived, that is the notochord is formed from mesoderm, which is the middle germ layer in gastrula. Yes? Okay, now what is the shape? Yes, it is having a rod-like structure, and where it is seen in the embryo or in the gastrula, where it is seen on the dorsal side of the organism. Clear? So the notochord is derived on the dorsal side of the organism. And finally, where it is, when it is developed. Yes, it is developed during the embryonic stage or embryonic development of the organism. So we have got 4 points for the notochord, which are: it is mesodermally derived, and it has a rod-like structure, and it is seen on the dorsal side of the organism, and finally it is developed during the embryonic development of the organism. Clear? So notochord is the structure which is having a mesodermal origin, and it has got a rod-like shape. So this is a embryo of a organism. Clear? And I will just mark, this is an embryo. As you can see, it's a general picture for an embryo. And can you see this red line which is extending up to its tail? Yes. And the bulged portion that I am marking now is the ventral side of the organism, and the opposite side is known as the dorsal side of the organism. So see, where is the red line is situated? Where is the red line situated? It is in the dorsal side. Okay, so that red line represented in the picture is the notochord. Clear? And it is extended up to its tail during the embryo development. Okay, now based on the notochord, whether they are present or not, we have categorized animals into 2 categories. Okay, so based on the absence or presence of notochord, animals are classified into 2 categories. Have you got any idea about what are those categories? Definitely you will have already heard about it. Yes, the first category is chordates, and the second category is non-chordates. Clear? And today we will look what animals are included in chordates as well as non-chordates. So here it is the first category, which is chordates. In the picture I have provided a lot of examples for chordates. From this only you have understood that which category of animals are included in this. Yes, you can see the notochord of the fish clearly in the picture, right? And we have a lot of examples here also. So, what are chordates? It's a group of animals that we know already, and when we define chordates, we could say that at some point of their development, which means at some point of the development of the organism, there will be a notochord present. Okay, the notochord won't be seen in all of the stages. Clear? At any stage, at some stage of the development of the organism, there will be a notochord. Then these organisms are called as chordates because they are having a notochord at some point of their development. Clear? So from the picture itself, you can predict what are the animals coming under this category. And for example, chordates includes vertebrates and lancelets and also tunicate animals. Okay, so these are the examples for chordates, and we can also include these squirrels, rats, fishes, lizards, and see, a snake is also there, right? So now we will look what are non-chordates. Now definitely you will have idea that what is a non-chordate, and this is a familiar example for us, right? They are sponges, and the second thing is a chitin, which is included in the mollusk. And here we can see annelids, and which is the scorpion coming under the category Arthropoda, and also the platyhelminth. Do you remember them? Yes, all these are included in notochords, non-chordates. Okay, now we will look what are the features of non-chordates. So these animals have no notochord in any stage of their development. See, in the previous session, chordates are having a notochord at some stage of their development, but here in non-chordates, they do not possess a notochord at any stage of their development. Hence, they are called non-chordates. So I repeat, they do not form a notochord during their development. For example, can you see some examples from this picture? Yes, Porifera, Mollusca, and Arthropods and annelids, all of these are coming under this category, which is known as non-chordates. Is it clear for you? Chordates and non-chordates are clear for you? Yes, non-chordates have no notochord in their development. See, and we have Porifera, Mollusca, Arthropods, etc. as examples for non-chordates, right? And we'll look through the slides once again. What is a notochord? Do you remember? Yes, it is a mesodermally derived rod-like structure on the dorsal side of the organism, which is developed during the embryonic development. And based on the absence or presence of notochord, there is two types of animals. The first one is chordate and the second one is non-chordates. In the picture, the red thing is the notochord and it is dorsally placed. And now chordates, what are they? At some point of their development, sorry, I missed that point in the writings. Okay, at some point of their development, there will be a notochord present. Hence, they are called chordates. For example, vertebrates, lancelets, and tunicates. And what are non-chordates? These animals have no notochord in any stage of their development. For example, Porifera, Mollusca, and Arthropods. So that's it for now, and we will study each point in each session so that it will be very useful for you and it will be also easy for you, right? If you have any doubts, you can comment below, and if you have any topics to be discussed here, you can also comment that below, right? So once again, watch this video thoroughly and grab these informations into your mind. So stay safe and be revised. Thank you.